Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back with Escape Tales The Awakening in Tabletop Simulator. When we last left off, we were about to read something in 98, which it says, you finish reciting the incantation, feeling that the air around you is getting heavier. You have the impression that the temperature in the basement is increasing. You notice blurry shapes of strange creatures approaching you. You blink and the image disappears in the split of a second, leaving you alone in an unknown place. So I have to do a lot of things. I have to discard action tokens, but I can still use them. I can still get them in the future, and I have to discard certain cards that I have right now that I just finished. Then I have to discard the location, take one action token, and then I have to read to page 15. So let's go ahead and get started. No. Why is that every time when I try to do this, pick things up, it always picks the board up? This is what happens when you play Tabletop Simulator and not control your cursor. So I'm going to discard the location. That's one thing. And I'm going to rotate. It's going to go like this. This is going to be the discard pile. And I need to rotate that. This may take a while to get things done, excuse me. And I'm going to, I think I have to discard the rest of the tokens, but it's uncertain right now, because I use a lot of them just to figure things out. Then I have to discard, all of these cards here, which goes right over here. No, that's not where I want to put it. Ugh. Now I'm getting frustrated. But there's no time for that, because right now we gotta take one action token. And I think the ones that are left over, well, actually I have to discard unused tokens, but I still have to move the tokens off the card and stuff. So I took one action token. Then I gotta move into page 15 to figure out what happens next. And I have a little bit of bottle of water, just in case if my throat is hurting from reading. Ugh. Alright. So let's see what it says here. It says, you see that the basement has transformed. You are surrounded by medical equipment and Lizzie's hospital bed. She decided to lay down after another round of useless tests and fell asleep for a moment when she felt weak. Who could have known then that she wouldn't wake up? You walk closer next to the bed. You notice the patient's chart with the name of your daughter. So I need to take a location card that is my guess is 15 and 13. Hopefully I got this right. 15, 13. Let's flip it over to see what it is. And it is definitely a hospital bed and, of course, a mirror. But we gotta rotate it to put it together. So, what's next? Next, you need to take game card 24. And it is the map. Next up, I have to set up the room according to the map, and I have to take 5 action tokens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to take these in the bottom right here. So now I have 6 action tokens. Then I'm going to rotate this card here. And I'm going to rotate this card right here. And put it together like so. Then I gotta place a token, available token at C3 and go to page 28. So let's see here. C3 is like right here. That's not what I want to do. See, this is where it gets a little bit frustrating. Okay, C3, then page 28. It says Lizzie's medical history chart is filled with a list of items and some numbers. There is a red circle with the words add up. In the bottom right corner, you input the total value of all the items, but the value disappears. You look around the room, looking for a clue, holding the medical history chart in your hand. Surprise, you notice it doesn't reflect in the mirror. So we gotta find out what that was. But we need to take game card 44. Then we have to place an available token to A2. And lastly, we have to go to page 135. All right, so let's see what's in here. So what we have here is we have a chart that says add up. This is Lizzie's age, and it says about book, drawing, alarm clock. Then we have a teddy bear, a globe, and a bicycle. And right now we need to go to, what does it say? Hold on. It says we need to go to A2, which is right over here. And then we need to go to page 135. It hasn't been a while, but I stopped for a moment because I was a little bit intense by this. Okay, it says the reflection in the mirror makes you feel unease. You don't see yourself, only the objects surrounding you, as if you didn't exist here. You walk closer to the mirror. There is something wrong with the surroundings as well. So we need to get card game number 29. All right, so let's see what it is. It is the mirror. And what we need to do here is that, let's see, it is like, it has some sort of symbol, which means I have to go to the app or the website just to figure this out. I need to figure this out. Okay, so apparently, right now, if you look closer, these numbers right here, I think it's supposed to have some sort of total. It has some sort of total of like let's see. It's supposed to give us a number that will lead to another page. So what I see that is different around here is the drawing itself, because this one right here has a drawing of a house and a tree, and the other one, which I can barely see, is a bag, some sort of bag or purse. I mean, that's how I remember it, because I attempted to record this last time, and apparently it becomes a complete mess. It becomes a complete mess. However, the bag is not the only thing that is different. It is also the clock itself, because if you pay close attention to the clock, it gives it, with this card right here, it gives a different time than the map itself. And as for the bag, I can barely see it. Oh, I think I understand. When they said a bag, I thought they meant like a purse or something, but no, it's an IV bag. So I wasn't paying close attention the last time I attempted to record this. So I know the difference now, even though it's not in the mirror for some reason. Are there IV bags? Well, that's what it says according to this hint. I think it could be in the machines. For some reason, I could barely see it. It's like either it's that small or something. Either way, that is the answer to this puzzle. And I think the number, is 83 because of, probably because of these like patient charts. And I'm trying to figure out if you add and subtract and stuff. So the IV drip thing has 25. The drawing is 4. The books is 12. The alarm clock is like 54. The bicycle is 76, and the teddy bear is 57 or 51, probably 57, and the globe is 54. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So let's see if I can remember this correctly. 4 equals let's see. 4 equals 8. That leads to 58. And then 25. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's definitely 83. It's definitely 83. It has to be, because we put the 6, because 1 plus 5 equals 6, then 7, 8 with the 2. So I think this chart may be the reason, and of course the mirror itself. So the answer is definitely 83, which is the correct answer. And we're going to go to page 174. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache while reading, or while explaining to you. So it says you heard a quiet grinning or grinding noise coming from the mirror. You think it's slightly tilted. Its surface got covered in mist, as if you were suddenly in a sauna. You try to wipe it, but to no avail. The image reflected in the mirror is still blurry. So I have to discard. Or do I have to discard? So I have to take card, because this looks like a 0 and this one looks like I don't know much about these yet, so I'm trying to figure this out. So we still have to discard the cards that we have, which is this one right here. And then after that, we need to take card game 22. And if you had a card with this symbol, I have to go to page 127. So here we go. All right now. So let's see what's behind this card. And it's definitely blurry. So we have like, let's see. We need to find something that has something to do with this symbol. And technically, let's see. It almost looked like that symbol, but I'm not 100% sure. So what is it do I need to do here? That's the tricky question. Everything is all blurry, so should I clean them? Because you see, the problem is that I cannot waste any tokens. Action tokens, to be precise. This is like a different symbol. It almost looks like that. But I'm not 100% sure. Actually, you know what? I need to do some bit of thinking about this. I want to make absolutely sure if this is like the right symbol, so I'll be right back. Okay, so basically I have to find the umbrella symbol. So I'm going to spend a lot of action tokens just to figure things out. I don't know where to start. Let's see. In my only case, I want to start right here. No. I want to start here, which is supposed to be B3. Supposed to be B3. And for B3, I have to go to page 101, which stands for 101 Dalmatians. All right. So let's see what it says here. It says the deliberator lying on the floor looks like typical particle medical equipment. I can't read this properly because the quality of this image is not great, but it's the best. The EEG chart frozen on the screen fits the barely audible heartbeat. You move your hand over the buttons of the device. You have the impression that the heartbeat stabilized a little. So we need to take card 2, game card 2. And also it did not say to take, sorry, that's my phone vibrating. It did not say D, so I need to take a do card for some reason. Unfortunately, I don't know if that is the case right now. So we need to keep on going until we get game card number 2. And we need to hurry this up because I don't have much time. Even though I have a bit of time, but it's like I got some stuff to take care of. So let's see what's in here. It's the deliberator, and of course we have to do the thingy thing, which technically means we have to do we have to choose that symbol in the app. I have to be very extremely careful. Let's see. What I'm supposed to find is one that shapes like a V and the other has another line. Almost like a shape of a heart. And I think I found one. This requires like three. This requires, it doesn't, well, here's the thing. It doesn't, let's see. It has either 3 letters or numbers. I think it's a number, if my memory serves correctly. So the card requires 2 game cards. So what we have is the defibrillator, and we got the heartbeat, and we got the needles and the gloves and all. And something about these buttons. The buttons on the defibrillator are very important. The same concerns their sequence. Which, by the way, I'm using a hint just to figure out what's going on. Okay, so the buttons are very important. I figured that out. However, the sequence is a bit trickier. Let's see. So what does the defibrillator and the screen have in common? I need to find the same shape. But the question is, which shape is it? Is it in this card or the other cards that I need to draw? That is very difficult to tell. Count the number of visible heartbeats on the ECG. I thought it was EEG, but as you can tell, I'm reading this wrong because the quality of this image right here is a little bit blurry. But to get back to what I'm saying, the ECG monitor and input them in the color sequence on the defibrillator. Well, what does have anything to do? What does have anything to do if I get 2 cards, but I have to be careful. I have to be very careful because if I choose wrong, then I would not be able to. If I choose wrong, then I will never be able to help Lizzie. So I think we need to search something that could technically give us an answer. Something to do with shapes, though. Shapes are very important. Let's see. Where do we go next? Let's try A1. And we need to go to page 8. It says, your attention is drawn to the yellow sticky notes stuck to the wall. You used to use similar ones to leave messages for Jen on the fridge. These notes, however, are empty, and for some reason they are arranged in the shape of a pyramid. I wonder if that's the clue here. So I have to take a game card, which is 61. Okay, so I took card 61, and let's see what's in here. Oh, it took the shape of a pyramid. So all of these are white. All of these are white, and the ones in the bottom is yellow. However, it's not the shape of this one. So I'm going to go back and try to figure out this solution here. And apparently it has a lot of letters and it requires 2 game cards. So the yellow sticky notes corresponded in 1 letter on the vision test board. So I figured this looks like the letter A. I don't know. And I have to follow the path presented on the sticky notes on the vision test board. And yes, I have to ignore the white ones because the ones that were yellow are like, you know. So this goes here, but there's two white ones here, and this one right, and this side goes over here, but it stopped on a white one. So this is where it gets tricky. I'm trying to figure things out. I wonder, I wonder, I can't even talk. What I was trying to say is that it may be putting a shape of a letter, which is a D, but the white sticky notes are blocking the path. And because of this, it got destroyed. So, in my mind, I guess the correct answer has to be destroyed. And yes, it is. It is. So I have to go to page 171. I have to do this quickly because I gotta say my prayers and stuff. Something next to you suddenly hits the floor. Under the vision test board, you find have a Ouija board. Uh-oh, that's not good. You remember that similar objects can be used during spiritual seances. There are letters printed on the board, allowing the ghosts to answer questions of the living. That's something I do not fool with. That's something I do not fool with. So I have to discard 61, and if I would have had um, a, a game card number 10, I would have figured out the answer was destroyed. But since I figured out by looking at the sticky notes, it says to ignore the white ones. So I ignored it, and I'm assuming it's trying to follow the path, but the sticky white notes, the white sticky notes, blocked it, so the path got destroyed. So yeah, that is the answer. That is definitely the answer. And what I need to do now, since I discarded, I have to take a card, which is a game card, uh, that is like 33. I need to take game card 33, which I'm going to see. This may take a while. There it is. There it is. Let's flip it over. Ooh, and we got one half of the Ouija board. And I think we probably have another half as well. And we got an umbrella symbol, which of course, there's one of these pages where if we find that umbrella symbol, then we get to go to this page. If you have a card with a symbol, read 127. So we have to go all the way back here. And I'm assuming that it's the same thing. I'm assuming that it's the same thing. But what does half of a Ouija board have anything to do with this? It's like we're missing something. We are missing something. My guess is I want to look the other half. That's one thing. But the question is, do I have to look for, let's see, what about the equilibrator situation? That's the thing that I'm trying to figure things out. But we might completed this umbrella situation much earlier. So I think I went here, or I went here, and I'm trying to remember if I discard this. This is where it gets a bit confusing. Which one of these pages that shows me that symbol? The umbrella symbol, that is. It's not all the way back from the beginning. That is interesting. That is totally interesting. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still trying to find that symbol. Okay, this is the one. Oops, I went all the way back. If I find a card with this symbol, even though the problem is this is the half piece of the Ouija board, if I find an umbrella symbol, so it probably does not matter, then I go to page 127. But first I have to go to here, and if I receive that symbol, if I receive this symbol, it says it's the same thing. So I got both of these cards, and let's read what it says real quickly. You look at Lizzie's hospital bed, aware that your journey has just begun. You feel a gust of wind behind you. You turn around and see a portal where the mirror used to be. Unfortunately, you don't see what is on the other side. You read about similar pages in the book and know that if you cross one, there is no turning back. Should you go forward or stay here a bit longer? So, I have to discard game card 22, and I need to get 94. Alright, so I got the 94 game card, and let's see what's in here. It says, when you are ready to leave your current location, read page 143. Okay? This is a long one. But I think for now I'm going to have to stop from here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy this kind of tabletop simulator videos, leave a like and subscribe. Turn on these notifications so you won't miss a single upload. And I'll see you all in the next video. And until then, stay safe and have a wonderful, wonderful day.